Thank you, Akhil, for speaking with me today.
Well, thank you for having me.
On the Fosbury Flop. I know that Mass Challenge has recently enjoyed some great coverage. You had Forbes, you had Business Week, the Boston Globe, local and national. Was it hard at the beginning to make yourselves heard in this marketplace?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with press, it's always a hard slog to get any kind of coverage. But the thing is, I think you just need to keep at it, produce good content, keep on doing great things, and hopefully the press will come around. So you always have all these different channels, and the question is, which channel is more appropriate for different audiences or different purposes, right? So last year, let me give you an example, is we started something called MC.TV, and that came about mainly with the realization that we had all these great speakers coming in through Mass Challenge, but because of the physical space, we only have 125 companies here. So, I mean, they can access the events and we can invite some of the rest of the community, but how can we make this accessible to the rest of the broader innovation community? Because our mission is to help entrepreneurs win, and it's great that if the entrepreneurs are at Mass Challenge, but they can be anywhere, right? And also our companies, a lot of times when the events are happening, they're out on sales calls or they are busy with something else. So how can we capture the real content that comes through Mass Challenge and make it available for everybody else? So that was kind of like the genesis of masschallenge.tv. And similarly, we have utilized other channels, whether it's through our blog posting or whether it's through our Twitter or Facebook, to publicize our message. I think one of the key lessons is also make your customers the hero and let them tell the story. So we always try and profile our entrepreneurs, the great work that they are doing. So although yes, Mass Challenge is interesting, I really feel like some of the great work that our entrepreneurs are doing is much more interesting, and I would rather have them tell the story and rather have them profiled within that.
Very nice. I know that as 3 months, part of the accelerator program that Mass Challenge does, in addition to having this awesome space at Fan Pier in Boston, you also have them go through, they have access to legal counsel, and they also have access to public relations counsel. I thought that was interesting, and I was wondering what that entails and why you built that into the program.
Once we have chosen the 125 of the very best entrepreneurs, then what we want to do is we want to surround them with all the resources that they need to help accelerate their growth. And hopefully over the next 3 to 4 months while they are in our space, they can get all the resources that they need to really jumpstart their companies and to help form the basis of the next generation of high-growth companies in this region and beyond, frankly. So part of that is investments, part of that is strategy, part of that is legal, part of that is also PR and marketing communication. And here what we want to do is as part of the education process. One is, why is things like PR important, or why should you be in industry publications? How to best leverage PR folks, or how do you work with PR agencies, or how do you think about marketing communications? So all of that is part of that education process to go from an idea or a semblance of a company to thinking about how to build a high-growth company within that.
Great, thank you.